Hi everyone, my name is Father Sam Kachuba and welcome to Faith Friday for the Diocese of Bridgeport. We're coming up really soon on Halloween, All Hallows Eve. So a lot of times when Halloween's coming up, people come to priests and say, Father, what do we do? How do we handle Halloween? Is Halloween something that's demonic? Is Halloween something that's not? Is it okay? And the answer is kind of a mix, right? Because there are obviously some people who use Halloween for really evil purposes, and there are some people who use Halloween just as something fun. And then there's actually a very deeply Catholic significance to Halloween. So All Hallows Eve, first of all, is that celebration of all the saints, all those holy people who went before us. And so we remember on that particular night, on that particular time, those great saints. And so there's a tradition of people dressing up as their favorite saint or their patron saint and putting on a little play or something like that, acting out the part of the saints. Most importantly, of course, is we're preparing for that great solemnity of All Saints' Day, which is, by the way, a holy day of obligation. So make sure on November 1st you're getting yourself to Mass. There's obviously some people who use Halloween for other things that are a little bit more nefarious, perhaps even demonic, and we always want to be very careful that we don't enter into any of that stuff. But is it okay to dress up in a costume? Sure, go ahead, have fun. Should you be dressing up as something that's really evil or violent? Probably not. That's not a great move. I was always Superman when I was a little kid. I loved dressing up as Superman for Halloween. People ask me now, so Father, what are you going to go as for Halloween? And last year I went as Zac Brown from the Zac Brown Band. Here's a picture. Not bad, right? It's a pretty close resemblance. Anyway, I'll just tell you one quick story about my experience with Halloween as a priest. A couple years ago, it happened to be Halloween, and I went out to pick up some vestments that had been dropped off at the dry cleaners. And I walked in, and the girl at the counter looked at me, and she said, "That's a great costume." And I looked around, seeing who's here wearing a costume, and I realized she was talking to me because I was dressed like this. I had my collar on and everything. And I said, "Oh no, this isn't a costume. This is the real thing." And she said, "No way." And I said, "Yes, it's absolutely real." Got me thinking a little bit about what is it that we wear and how do our clothes speak to our identity? If I'm wearing a collar, am I living that way? Am I demonstrating by my actions, by my words, by my attitudes, my priesthood and my devotion to Jesus Christ? It's a good challenge for me. It's something good to keep in mind. But anyway, I just like that story about going into a dry cleaner. For me, a totally ordinary day, wearing my everyday clothing, and somebody thinking that I was actually in costume and not really a priest. Have a great Halloween. Go to Mass on All Saints' Day, and God bless you.